my god, I think I just stabbed a shade. I stabbed a shade. I don't know how I did that.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be testing out some new palettes from Lois Cosmetics. If you don't know who Lois is, Lois has worked with a few different brands before, but now she's decided to bring out her own brand, which is called Lois Cosmetics. I think she's been working on these palettes for quite a while. I will leave her Instagram and also the website down below where you can get these palettes. But yeah, today we're going to be testing them out, seeing what they perform like. I'll also be doing some swatches and all of that jazz, so let's get on into it. So Lois recently came out with 2 new palettes. She launched her brand this month, like a few weeks ago, and I decided to pick up both palettes. So she came out with 2 different palettes for her first launch. So she came out with a more neutral one and she came out with a more colourful one. Okay, so both of these palettes retail for £19.99, which I don't think is a bad price. I think it's actually quite good, especially because the packaging on both of them feels quite luxurious. They both come in plastic sleeves, but I've obviously taken mine out because I have been using them. Both these palettes are cruelty free and vegan, which is amazing. We love a brand that's cruelty free and vegan. Love it. I'm here for it. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just look in the palettes and let's swatch them because I'm excited. Okay, so the first one is Rose Metal. I love the packaging of this. It is so gorgeous. On the back it does tell you all the ingredients for the palette and all the information that you need to know. This packaging is gorgeous. Like, how stunning is this? It feels very like luxurious, like to touch. Like, it doesn't feel cheap. When you open up the palette, it looks like this. So pretty. It does come with a mirror. I'll kind of show you a little bit. Comes with a really good sized mirror. Also, all the shade names are on the palette, and I love that. I love it. Nowadays brands just need to have the shade names on the palette. Like, I'm not about having a sheet with names on it because I don't want to have to keep a plastic sheet. But yeah, this is what the colours look like. Very nice, great for every day, very neutral, but it's more like your pinky kind of neutral shades. But it's quite nice because there is like a warm tone brown in here and, you know, like a deep dark brown, so you can still get like a neutral warm look out of it without it being too pink, but there is like some nice neutral pink shades in here. So yeah, let's just go ahead and swatch this palette because I'm excited. Can't wait. The first shade we have is called Self Love. That is gorgeous. This shade is a duochrome peachy pink with gold shift. Really gorgeous. It is like a rose gold kind of shade, I would say. The next shade is called Fall For You. This shade is just a burgundy matte. Really pretty. The next shade is called One and Only. This is described as a neutral toned light beige brown matte. Really gorgeous. So stunning. The next shade is called Chivalry. That's really pretty. This is a warm tone medium deep brown matte. So gorgeous. Now moving on to the next row. This shade is called Evelyn. Sorry, my swatches aren't great. This is a light reflective champagne shimmer. That is gorgeous. Like these matte shades with this shimmer shade on the lid would be gorgeous. The next shade, ooh, this feels so creamy. This is called Cherish. This one is a dusty rose matte. So pretty. The next shade is called Rose Metal. Oh, look at that. It's gorgeous. This is a medium dark red shimmer. The last shade on this row is called Date Night. We do another swatch for that. That is a blush pink satin. I did actually use that to blend out a shade, and you can still get away with using it as a matte. So yeah. And then moving on to the last row, we have a Devotion. Devotion is a neutral deep dark brown matte. Then we have Hopeless Romantic. Stunning. Oh my god, that's swatched so easily. This is a medium pink shimmer. So gorgeous. Then we have Best Friend. This is classed as a intense foiled gold, so it is like a foil shade. Ooh. That is so pretty. Then the last shade is called Bittersweet, and this is a deep matte black. Sorry, I swatched that so awful. You kind of get the picture though. I kind of had to swatch it twice. It's not as deep. It's not as like deep as what I thought it would be for a black, but to be honest with you, not a lot of people like deep dark blacks because it's too intense for them. But they're the swatches. This palette, so gorgeous. Some really pretty shades there. It's a good like a matte to shimmer ratio. That kind of makes sense. So yeah, if you are wanting a more neutral palette, this one would be a good one to go for, because you still got your neutrals, but then you've got some like pinky tone shades in here as well. That is Rose Metal. Next we are moving on to Gone Rogue. This packaging is a bit more subtle than Rose Metal, but the inside isn't, let me tell you. So the packaging looks like same kind of feel as the first one, same size. On the back it obviously has the same descriptions, got the ingredients. Yeah, I'm going to swatch each shade and I'll do a description for each one. So the first shade is called Wallflower. This is a vibrant orange matte. This was an awful swatch, sorry. Yeah. It's really pretty. The next shade is called Can't Compare. This is a cool toned red matte. Ooh. Reds are really difficult to make, but that is like really pretty. The next shade is called Rare Treasure. Ooh, my god. This is described as a yellow toned gold shimmer. It's almost got like a hint of like green in it. It's like a greeny gold. Still gorgeous. The next shade is called Out of the Box is called Outside the Box. This is a bright green shimmer. That is a bright green shimmer, let me tell you. It's almost like a neon. You can see the gold, it looks more like a greeny kind of gold when you have it next to the green. Moving on to the next row, we have Walk in My Shoes, which is a warm yellow matte. It's definitely warm. Still gorgeous though. The next shade is called Class Clown. This is a warm toned red matte. The other one was described as a cool tone. This is a warm tone. They are kind of similar. They're quite similar, but I feel like on the lid they'll look different depending on what you blend it out with. The next shade is I Am Free, and this is a teal shimmer. This is what I have on my lid today. It's gorgeous. Really pretty. The next shade is called Misfit, and this is a deep magenta purple. It's a bit of like a bit like more crumbly to touch. But I did apply this on my lid today. I did use this today and it worked fine. Moving on to the last row, the first shade is called Unapologetic. This is a bright pink shimmer. So gorgeous. The next shade is called Underdog, and this is a deep matte purple. It's a really pretty purple. Again, purples are really difficult to make as well, but I feel like this purple is gorgeous. The next shade is a pressed glitter, I think. Yeah, it is. It's called Gone Rogue. I'm going to try my best to swatch this. So this is a pressed glitter with pink base and duochrome teal and purple glitter. Stunning. Ooh. I'm not usually like a pressed glitter kind of girl, but I do want to try this. That is stunning. You can see when the light hits it, you can really see like the teal. And then the last shade is called Non-Conformist. I think that's how you say it, Non-Conformist. This is a deep dark indigo matte. So pigmented. So this is the Gone Rogue palette all swatched. This is gorgeous. So pretty. Like they all swatch amazing as well. Like none of them are like really patchy. So gorgeous. So yeah. For £20 I don't think you can go wrong with either palette because they both swatched amazing. And obviously you'll see how they kind of perform on my lids. Let's just say I'm obsessed. I'm gonna go ahead and jump on into this eye look, and then again I'll be back at the end to kind of give my final thoughts. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see what I'm doing on my lids a little bit better. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna go in with the first shade. I'm gonna take the shade Misfit, which is this shade here from the Gone Rogue palette. I'm gonna start building this up. Ooh. Okay. Look at that. That is gorgeous. It's like a really nice magenta shade. First of all, that shade is gorgeous. Like, I'm not mad at that at all. Yeah, cute. Then we're gonna go into the Rose Metal palette. Then I'm gonna take the shade Date Night, which is this one right here, like a light pink, just to kind of like blend it out. I think that's the best shade to kind of go in with. Again, this shade as well does have a little bit of kick up in the pan, but nothing major. I'm then just going to take a clean brush just to go over the edges, because I do feel like it's still a little bit harsh on the edge, but a clean brush, you guys, to blend out the edges really is a lifesaver. Okay, I'm not even joking, you guys, but like, these shades were so easy to blend. Like, I blended them out pretty quickly, and I can spend ages blending out shades, like, seriously. I'm gonna cut my crease, I think, and I really want to go in with this bluey shade, like on the lid. I guess we'll kind of just, we'll come back and see. I want to do like something crazy on the lid. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so I just cut my crease off camera. Yeah, I'm gonna take this I Am Free shade, which is this shade right here. I'm gonna pop that like on my lid. By the way, guys, this is a dry base. Because when I go in with my primer, I like set it afterwards so it doesn't move. That is gorgeous. I am then going to take the shade Unapologetic, which is this shade here, and I'm going to put that like more towards like the center of where the blue is and then where the matte shade is, so it doesn't look too harsh. And I'm just going to go in with the shade Misfit again, which is the first matte shade. I'm just going to like blend it over, because it looks where I've put the, where I did my cut crease, and then where I've like tried to go over it. I tried to go over the cut crease with this purple shade on the outer edge. It's made it look a little bit patchy. And then I'm going back in with the blue shimmer shade again. I'm just gonna go over where I put that pink shade because I don't like how it's made a purple. Like it looks too like blocky. These shimmer shades are really nice. Obviously I can't speak for the pressed glitter. I do want to use the pressed glitter, I'm just a little bit scared. Pressed glitter usually isn't my forte. So now I really want to go in with like a shimmer shade for my inner corner, but I don't know whether this shade is going to be too dark for me. I think it might be. But it's stunning though. Can I make it work? I don't know. I really want to. Should we give it? We'll give it a go. If not, I'll whack some other highlight on top of it to kind of like make it work. So I'm going to take that shade Evelyn. I can kind of make that work actually. I might need to go in with another shade on top. But if you're a little bit deeper than me, you could probably make it work. That's quite pretty. I think it's a bit too dark for my brow bone, but it's all good. I'm definitely glad I went in for like a colourful shade on the lid. I was gonna just stick a gold on the lid, but I thought I'd go in with the blue, and I'm actually quite happy with it. Like I said before, like I didn't have any problems blending out the matte shades. They're really easy to blend out. The shimmer shades, again, they're really pretty. Because I'm gonna go ahead, throw my lashes on and the rest of my face on, and then I'll be back to kind of give you guys my final thoughts on the palettes. Okay, so I am back. This is the finished look. What do you guys think? So what do I think of the palettes? Honestly, like I haven't obviously used all the colours from both, but like even from this palette, I literally just used Date Night and Evelyn and they were gorgeous. Date Night worked beautifully with the deeper pink shades, blended out so nicely. Evelyn, obviously I used that in a corner a little bit, but it was a bit deep for me. But I feel like that would be gorgeous all over the lid. You could probably get away with using Evelyn as an inner corner and brow bone if you're a little bit deeper. I'm gonna have to play with this palette some more because obviously I've just used it once, like, and I've only used a couple of shades. But I will definitely be using this palette some more. I like how big, I like how it's not as small as the Colourpop palettes, but it's still handy, sleek, really nice to travel with. It's got a lot of, like this palette in particular, the Rose Metal palette has a lot of mattes in it, which I love, but it's also got a good amount of shimmers, so it's really, really pretty. This is great for like your everyday use. And again, I also love how the names are actually on the palette as well, instead of like on the plastic sheet things. So the Gone Rogue palette, again, love the packaging. I like how this is a bit more like sleek with the packaging. Like this one obviously has the rose on it, which is so flipping cute, but this one's a bit more like subtle, but then on the inside it's not subtle at all. Same for this one. I love how it has a mirror. I love how the shade names are on it. There's a lot of colours in here. There's definitely more for your bright coloured lovers. So if you love bright colours, you'll love this palette. Again, I used, how many shades did I use? So I used Misfit. That went on like a dream. It packed on so beautifully. It was so pigmented, but it also blended out really easily as well. which I love. And then used I Am Free, which again is gorgeous. And I did use a little bit of Unapologetic as well, which is this pink shade. Again, pretty much the same formula as I Am Free. So gorgeous. This palette is amazing. I do think that you would have to use this palette in combination with another palette. Like, you don't have to, but like for some shades, for instance, like when I used that Misfit shade, I had to blend it out with something, so I had to go into the Rose Metal palette. And so it's gonna be like, I feel like it's gonna be more like a combination palette. Like, I feel like you're gonna need a palette to use with it. Again, you don't have to, but with some of the shades you might have to. So yeah, I do highly recommend these palettes. If you wanted to get one, you've got a choice of either like a more neutral one or a colourful one. I'm pretty sure she'll probably bring out some more as well, which I'm excited. I'm excited to see what else she brings out, because these two palettes, for the price, incredible. They perform like high-end shadows, which is crazy. I will definitely be doing more looks with these palettes, and I'll probably upload them to my Instagram. Like always, I'll list everything else that I have on my face down in the description box below, and I'll also leave my social media channels up above. So yeah, I really hoped you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed the look, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!